Hello, my name's Barbara at Sunshine Au Pair. If you're wondering why it takes so long for an au pair to arrive, or what's actually involved, this video will explain the official Dutch au pair process step by step and clear up some common misunderstandings. Let's start with a key distinction. EU au pairs do not need a visa, but they must still come through a recognised au pair agency like Sunshine to fall under the Dutch au pair programme rules. This ensures that they are treated as part of a cultural exchange programme bound by au pair specific regulations, maximum of 30 hours per week, 300 to 340 euros of pocket money, 2 days off per week, etc. So, having an agency ensures the au pair arrangement is correct for all parties. Now let's look at non-EU au pairs. Many families are surprised that it can take 8 to 15 weeks or longer for a non-EU au pair to arrive. Here's the full breakdown. Before we even begin legal paperwork, Sunshine conducts a thorough assessment of each au pair candidate, with personal interviews with Sunshine staff, reviewing the CV, application and personal documentation, verification calls to childcare references, conversations with family members to understand background, motivations and suitability, and additional personal background checks. All the records from the screening process will be shared with the host family. This stage helps us to maintain high quality in our programme. Once a match is confirmed, the au pair must gather official documents such as, but not limited to, legalised birth certificate, police clearance of a clear criminal record, medical certificate, which often requires appointments for testing, and proof of single marital status. These often need legalisation or apostle, certified translations and multiple government office appointments, which can be especially complex if the au pair lives outside of their home country. For host families, there are also important steps to be done in order to become a recognised sponsor for an au pair. We must be able to prove to the IND that there is sufficient, sustainable and independent income in the household, which can take time depending on the type of employment you have. It's also important to be able to prove that there is at least one child registered at the address where the au pair will live and work. To do that, we will need correct, valid BRP printout from the gemeente. We must also verify the package of benefits that you are offering to the au pair and receive the au pair's agreement on those, so that this information can go into your contract. A personal video call with us is another important step before moving on to apply for the visa. When the documentation is complete, Sunshine applies to the Dutch Immigration Service, IND, for the visa and residence permit. The IND typically responds in about 2 weeks, though this can vary. After IND approval, the au pair books an appointment at the Dutch embassy in their home or resident country. They attend in person for biometric data and a visa stamp. Their passport is normally returned to them by post, which can take 1 to 3 weeks or more, depending on local conditions. Although some au pairs may prefer to stay at the city location and collect it in person when it's ready. Filipina au pairs must comply with extra legal steps. Host parents visit the Philippines Embassy in The Hague to sign the contract in person. The signed contract is posted to the au pair in the Philippines. The au pair attends a mandatory CFO seminar before departure. Each of these requires appointments and postal time, often extending the process. Because of these multiple stages, screening, documents, IND processing, embassy steps and potential postal delays, the process is rarely under 8 weeks and often closer to 12 to 15 weeks. Most of this time requirement is due to the legal and bureaucratic requirements set by governments, not the agency. Sunshine works hard to work efficiently and keep things moving as fast as possible, but some steps are beyond our control. Your program manager is the main point of contact. Please check their office hours on their email signature because time difference can affect availability. We encourage you to email your program manager if you have questions. We handle everything we can behind the scenes to keep your placement moving forward, but patience and understanding are essential. At Sunshine Au Pair, transparency is key and will guide you through every stage for a smooth, legal and positive start. Thank you for watching.